Okay, so here's a fun one. I just recorded a 15-minute episode. Well, at least I voiced a 15-minute episode, but I never hit record. So here we are in episode 2, which I'm gonna call episode 1, and from here on out, I'll number them incrementally. But yeah, in the first episode, I covered what this run was gonna be. I picked my starter. I caught a Pokemon. The TLDR is it's basically all the encounters are randomized, my starter's randomized, and enemy trainer Pokemon are randomized, and all items are randomized, and otherwise regular Nuzlocke rules. So the starter I chose was Sandy the Sandshrew. Options were Pidgey, Sandshrew, and Ralts. And then I caught Sentret on Route 1. In Route 2 over here? I ran into a Surskit, but I was not able to catch it. So that's sad. So in this episode, to kind of make up for the lack of episode 1, I figured I'd just record a little bit of leveling up. Just for the heck of it. I mean, I don't think I've ever done that. I don't think I've ever recorded a whole episode and gone to hit stop and realized that I wasn't even recording in the first place. So that's kind of funny. Oh, so Sea Incense, nice. So I mentioned items are randomized. Held items are included in that. Ooh, a Beldum. That would have been a cool catch, but it's all good. I don't love that we're fighting a steel type and only have normal moves. What is this thing? Oh, nose takedown. That's not great. But it is gonna at least hurt itself. If I just use Defense Curl, it'll basically just take itself out. Maybe I'll just do that for a couple turns. So this will probably be a little bit of a shorter episode. I would have liked to do the rival battle, and we can see how it goes. Maybe I can just do a little bit of leveling, early game, and then take on the rival. I am not sad, but I did think that the first episode was good. So sorry it'll never be published because it was never actually recorded. But what can you do? Just gonna keep moving on. One thing I mentioned in the first episode I think is worth repeating is that sorry, got critted, got a little scared. I want to play this Nuzlocke kind of or I guess what I'm saying is the reason I changed up the rules for this one as compared to the last two I've done is I kind of wanted to make it feel harder and feel a little bit scarier, as though I could lose at any moment. Just because I just had this thought that it would be a little bit more fun if I was really not sure how far I would get into this game. If I, could very easily lose at Brock or something like that. Or even before Brock, if there was a Pokemon that I came up against that was really hard to beat with my current team. That's pretty much it. I thought it'd be cool to try something new too, especially since I haven't done one of these playthroughs in a while. I wanted to have some fun with it. So I think Scratch is 100% accuracy, but I'm not trying to play with just a level 3 Sentret. So I'm gonna heal up first. Yeah, I don't love that we're in this area fighting a Surskit. I think I'm gonna go back to Route 1 to train because this is a lot harder. Getting hit with bubbles and then fighting the Beldum. In Route 1 there was just Makuhita, the Sentret. And I'm not scared of the Makuhita or the Sentret. So just to clarify, since it is normal Nuzlocke, I know before I've been doing a pre-generated random team, picking them all up at the start at level 5 and working from there. That's actually not what I meant to do, just in case this thing knows any fighting type moves. Lost my train of thought. It's okay. We'll come back. It just knows tackle. Well, train of thought's gone. That's fun. I guess another thing that was in the recording that you don't get to witness is me getting excited at first because I thought this was a shiny Sentret when I first saw like the sprite. It's most definitely not. And also claiming that Sentret was a Gen 3 Pokemon, which actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm still a little, like, I'm like 90% sure Sentret is Gen 2. Sentret and Hoot Hoot are on kind of the first set of, the first route in Gen 2. But then I started to doubt myself, and now I really don't remember if I'm thinking of another Pokemon and Sentret is Gen 3. I just don't remember. So, that's sad. Now that Hoppy's up to level 4, I think I can actually start to take down some enemy Mon, level him up. I think I'd be happy if Hoppy was like level 6 or 7 and Sandy was level 9. Let's go. Ooh, I was gonna say let's go heal up. We don't get that option. And this is a little dangerous because Makuhita can use focus energy and deal us a crit. So I'm gonna heal here. Okay, so if it uses focus energy again, it says it fails and it doesn't like, it still doesn't count the previous one, so it can't crit. Right, because focus energy is like guaranteed crit next hit, right? But it doesn't carry over if you use it twice in a row, for example. Okay, that's good to know. You know what? Let's save some time. I got some potions. I know it's sort of burning through the potions early, but like, saves, what, 30 seconds, a minute? Going to the Poké Center, especially on camera. I mean, I could always, I don't mind spending that 30 seconds to a minute when it's off camera, but time is precious. When you're recording, when you're actually recording, time is even more precious when you're not recording. But I learned my lesson. The real kicker, I mean, like, I double checked before I switched over to this screen this time to make sure it was recording. The real kicker is going to be if I, ooh, that could have been bad. If I turn back to my desktop at the end of this video and realize that this wasn't recorded either, that would be, I don't know what I would do. I might, I might take that as like a bad omen and just drop this game now. I actually started a new series today that I'm pretty excited about, which will probably be uploaded before this one. But I recorded a bunch of episodes of that, and it's very different from, it's just very different, we'll say that. But yeah, I'm really excited about that one. I've been having a lot of fun with it. It's a game I have wanted to play since let's see, the last time I played it, I mean, I must have been like 5 or 6 years old. And I've tried to play it since, but I've been unsuccessful. And after many, many hours of tweaking with different emulators, different ROMs, advanced settings within those emulators, downloading older development builds, tweaking those settings. At one point I was ready to build a plugin from source code, and from a time where somebody said that the game was working correctly with that plugin, I was ready to build the plugin from source code and load it up into an emulator that supported third-party plugins. But I finally got things working. Very excited about it, having a lot of fun with it. So yeah, whoa. Okay, that was scary. Never had that happen before. I think I just skipped like many frames. Skipped or dropped some frames. I have had Pokemon games freeze on me before, but never. I mean, it's always been like DS games, or if I've had like a bunch of hacks applied to the ROM and it somehow is like corrupting the data. But yeah, I've had like Gen 4 or 5 or 6 games freeze because there's a bug in the emulator, for example. Never seen that. Nice, Hoppy's starting to one-shot things out here. So we're going to be going up against a level 9 Pidgey, I think, and a level 7 something else, or maybe a level 7, I can't remember. I think the starter will be level 9, but his first Pokemon, or maybe it's the other way around. I thought he'd have 2 Pokemon, one level 7, one level 9. I don't remember which comes out first. I don't remember if the starter is level 9 or if the crappy Pokemon he picks up. But honestly, the crappy Pokemon he picks up could be like Alluvia. So yeah, we'll see. Glad I'm burning through all my potions here. I won't really have all that much to get through Viridian Forest. I didn't think about the fact that using these potions now means that I might have to run to Poké Centers in later episodes, but I mean, I feel like that's only a problem for these earlier episodes because I just have very little money. I did pick up a big pearl and sold it for $37.50, and that got me a bunch of cash to spend on Pokeballs and potions. Probably should have bought more potions. I have like almost 30 Pokeballs. So let's go ahead and start training up Sandy. I do want to, real quick. Nope. Whatever. Swap those. I'm trying up Sandy. I was just thinking, it's been kind of crazy. The last time I recorded a playthrough, I'm almost positive it was before COVID, which means it's been almost a year, I think, since I've uploaded the Pokemon Platinum playthrough. Because I think I was working on that when I stayed for 2 weeks in Stewart, Virginia. I'm pretty sure I was playing Gen 4 at the time, and I think I finished it when I was in Wilmington, which which was one of the last trips I took before COVID, so it's been a long time. But anyways, I just woke up this morning and I was like, I just kind of had that inspiration of, you know what, I feel like doing this again. Took it in a very, very different direction, like I said, with the game that I was really excited about. And then after I recorded some episodes, I was like, I want to do something a little more closer to like what I've done before, because I think it's fun. I still wanted to put a twist on it, but I don't know, I felt like I had all this energy to play through these and record and just have a good time with it. So we're looking at, what are we at, 15-ish minutes? We should get Sandy up to level 9 here soon. We'll take on the rival. This will probably be one of the longer episodes. I like to keep them, 8 to 14-ish minutes. Keep them short, keep them interesting. Skip over the filler. You're getting filler for this because of my own mistake not recording. So that's why we are watching grinding while I spout nonsense. One thing I always think about is, what do streamers, like people who do this professionally, who are streaming live, which seems very scary by the way, but what the heck do they talk about when they run out of things to talk about? I can't imagine entertaining like hundreds or thousands of people every day and always having the next thing to talk about. I guess people who really like to play games and people who really like to talk, it's like a perfect mix. And then you either just have to be funny, interesting, or really good at the game, have a lot of knowledge, or just be really skilled, which I think that's probably almost the same thing, it's just having a lot of knowledge. You kind of need a lot of knowledge to be skilled, I guess. Although you can have a lot of knowledge and not be good at the game. Okay, I like this. Let's go heal up. We'll take on our rival. Now I'm getting confused. I don't know what I said in the first episode. So there are things that I want to say that I'm like, oh shoot, did I already say that in this episode? Or was that in the first episode? So I'm going to opt on the side of silence rather than repeat myself and look a fool. I was hoping we didn't get that encounter. And I'm going to run anyways. Okay, no point saving, but just wondering if I should put Hoppy first or Sandy. Let's put Sandy first. Isn't it weird how like they do like, I remember I was so confused when I first played like the early like Gen 1 games, and I was like sitting outside of the Shroud. And I remember thinking, oh, like, you need badges to get through. And I was like, how the heck do you get badges? And then I was confused because I was like, why would they put this, like, right in the beginning of the game? Like, this, like... Because, like, you know how you can, like, pass through the guards if you have, like, sun badges? Like, if you got the Peter Gen badge, what is it, the Boulder badge? And you come back to this area, you can get past the first guard, and then you're blocked again. Like, it almost like, I don't know, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Why would you put this at the beginning of the game, and like, make it really inconvenient to come back and like get farther through those gates. Like it almost seems like they'd want you to get a badge, go through a gate, get blocked. Okay, I have to get the next badge, and then like come back and like so on. But like, it is definitely not the way this game was meant to be played. This confusion is hurting me quite a bit. I'm gonna keep out. Yeah, that's it. Because I'll switch out if he starts sand attacking me too much. Oh! Well, I still maintain it's better to get rid of crits completely. Like, me never deal crits and then never have the chance to have crits dealt to me, than to get lucky crits, because getting lucky crits means that I'm wide open to getting hit, unluckily, by enemy Pokemon crits. That was a really roundabout way to say that. You know when your brain stops working because you're distraught after one failed recording and anxious that the second recording also isn't going to work? So that'll wrap it up for this episode. I'll see you all in the unofficial episode 2, official episode 3. We're just going to call it episode 2. That'll be the next episode, FYI. That's all there is to say. I'll see you then.